Hello again. So I just picked up the PROMASTER City from the dealership and I drove it over to my mechanic and he has it now and he's going to check it out for me. So we'll see. It was fun to drive, although it doesn't have any rear windows, and I'm going to have to figure out like how do people. I know people drive without rear windows, but when you look out the rear view mirror, there's nothing to see. So I guess that's something you get used to, or you install some cameras. I'll probably install cameras if I got it. So I'm not attached to any outcome. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I don't want a junk box, so I'm making sure that I'm not buying a junk box. And I've heard some negative things about ProMaster City vans, but you know something? You hear negative things about all different kinds of vehicles. Like, oh yeah, those aren't good, and those are better, and this one has this problem, and those ones have this problem, and they're notorious to have that go wrong. So it's kind of like, I don't know, you can find something negative about any kind of vehicle, and you can find the positive things about every kind of vehicle. So I'm just going to go with my mechanic's word because he's very skilled and he's honest and he's got my best interest in mind. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just waiting for the call. Bye for now. I am the proud owner of a new to me little cargo van. It worked out. My mechanic, he checked it all out and he actually said, I can't even believe what great a shape this is in. He's not a fan of dealerships, and it was coming from a dealership, so he was going to be rough and tough. And the only thing he found was when he drove it, he felt like it pulled a little bit to the right, so he wants them to do an alignment, so they're going to do an alignment. And that was it. He said, I don't know who used this for 7 years, because it's a 2016. He said, I don't know who used this for the past 7 years. It must have been like a caterer or a baker, because it's like, he goes, it looks like there's never been anything on the floor in the back. It's like in pristine condition. And he said, even under the hood, he said, it's just really clean. Like everything is clean. And he checked the brakes, he checked the fluids, he checked everything. And yeah, so I'm really excited. So I put a deposit on it and I got all the paperwork in order, and I go back tomorrow to sign a few things, and they might have it registered for me by Friday morning. I just can't even believe this. I can't even believe how first it's like a roller coaster. Well, life is a roller coaster, whether you're in van life or not. I mean, things, it's like, oh, this is such bad news, about the car, about my van. And, it wasn't the greatest news, but geez, this is really good news. So I decided that I am going on this trip, the one that I was planning on, trying to get road trip ready. And I still need to get road trip ready, except I need to just throw something together. I'm not going to, if I wait until everything is how I would like it, it's going to be, I wouldn't be going anywhere for a few months. And it's more important for me to get out there and enjoy myself. So I have some ideas on how I'm going to kind of wing it, because I don't want to wing it in a sense. I want to really think out the wing it. I want to think it out so that it's doable and it's comfortable. And I have some ideas, and I'll share them with you on ways to throw things together. And I might throw it together and it might be like, wow, this really works. This really works. Maybe I'll just keep it like this. But I know I have to have a floor, because I need to have. The floor is one of those kind of those rubber mats with the little circles all over it, and it's in pristine condition, and it would be a great floor to just have this floor. But I need to have a wood floor because I need to bolt things down or everything's just going to be sliding around. So I need to put my bed in there, and then I need to put L brackets on the legs of the bed and screw it into the floor. Any little tables I put in there, I mean, I don't think that my cabinet's going to be able to be moved in there. I don't know, at least not before this trip. So I might just put some like little tables in there, but they're going to need to be bolted down, and I need to, put the round little, what do you call them? I don't know what you call them. Those little metal circles with the screw when you screw them into the floor, so you have these loops. Because I need to kind of strap down my power station, and my Berkey stand has to be bolted to the floor to put my Berkey up. So my mechanic said he wasn't sure he was going to be able to turn the seat around because of the mechanism, and I was just like, no. So he said, well, I'll look at it. So once I get it, I'm going to bring it to him. If he can turn it around, I'll have my passenger seat turned around and use it like a recliner. But I told him if it can't be turned around, I want it taken out. So there's just no reason for me to have that second seat there that has a wall right here that just stops the space and cuts the space. I'll just have it taken out. I'll bring it home, stick it in my garage, and then I'll just use all that space. Preferably, I'd like my seat turned around and use it as a recliner. So anyway, exciting things. So my friend Bob is coming Friday, and we're going to together try to transition as much stuff from van A to van B. And I have a new van. I can't believe I have a new van. I'm really excited, and it's going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun to build it out. Actually, it's going to be fun even throwing it together. I'm going to have a blast doing that. And then heading out and going to see all my gal pals down south where it's nice and warm, and we have plans. We're doing hot springs, we have campgrounds booked, and we have beach camping planned, and got to get down there with my peeps. And these are all people that I just met on the road. Senior Women in Van Life is a group on Facebook. If you're not a member of that, I suggest, well, only if you're a senior woman, I suggest that you join that group. Wonderful, wonderful group. And that's where I met all these people. And we have all kinds of plans coming up. And so I'm going to get down there. I'm going to have a blast winging it and putting it together and taking the trip down there by myself, and then meeting up with my girls, and then coming back whenever. And then when I get back, it will probably be close to spring, and I will have a blast building this out. With my wheels will spin the whole time I'm gone. My wheels will be spinning with all kinds of ideas, and I'm going to share them all because it's just fun. It's just a whole lot of fun, and I hope you come along on this journey with me. That's now kind of a new revised journey. And what do I always say? I make my plans in pencil. God has the ink. Like I just watch my life like a movie. I don't know the plot. I don't know the ending. It's just my life. Bye for now.